Let's explain just how angry India still is with Donald Trump. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi has recently been boasting during public speeches that Trump had eagerly tried to persuade him to attend a White House dinner earlier this week. Modi claimed he had to respectfully decline because he had more pressing matters to handle. Think about that. The Indian Prime Minister turning down an invite to the White House, a place that used to be a symbol of great prestige for visiting foreign leaders. So what exactly is going on? Why is India so upset? If you've been keeping up with our updates, you will know a major point of contention has been Trump repeatedly taking credit for the ceasefire between India and Pakistan that took place in May. For India, handling that ceasefire was a matter of national honor. Indian officials say they managed it without any outside interference. In fact, they insist that Pakistan was the one asking for the ceasefire, especially after India launched precision military strikes on terror-linked sites following a terrorist attack in Kashmir. India flatly denies that Trump had any involvement in the process. To them, Trump claiming otherwise disrespects their sovereignty and dignity. Worse still, he's claimed he used trade leverage to make India and Pakistan get along. His narrative goes something like, "Want to trade with us, India? Want trade, Pakistan? Then shake hands." But according to Indian officials, none of that happened. India became so incensed that its foreign minister had to address the nation directly after Trump ditched the second day of the G7 summit. He was supposed to meet with global leaders like Modi, Australia's Prime Minister Anthony Albanese, Ukraine's Zelensky, and others. But Trump, behaving like a spoiled child, no disrespect to spoiled children, bailed after just 4 or 5 hours. Another issue? India sees Trump cozying up to Pakistan's authoritarian leadership, and that doesn't sit well. Now, this next part won't show up in much US media, but it's vital for understanding what's happening on the geopolitical stage. On April 28, 2025, the Trump family accepted a major cryptocurrency investment from Pakistan, funneled through an entity called World Liberty Financial. Pakistan invested millions, and the Trump family owns 60% of this firm. Here's what World Liberty Financial posted on that day. A historic moment. We've signed an MOU with Pakistan after meeting with the country's crypto leaders. We're honored to partner with Pakistan to drive innovation. You can imagine how that went down in Delhi. India was outraged. They've had a long-standing, robust trade relationship with the US. But now, Trump's team is attacking American companies like Apple and foreign ones like Samsung just for operating in India. While simultaneously, the Trump family is making crypto deals with Pakistan? That's a slap in the face to Indian leadership. And just to turn the knife a bit more, Trump rolled out the red carpet for Pakistan's army chief, General Asim Munir. He got full VIP treatment in Washington, another move that enraged India. But here's the kicker. To flatter Trump's ego, Pakistan nominated him for a Nobel Peace Prize, claiming he brokered the India-Pakistan ceasefire, despite the fact he played no part in it. Trump and MAGA are celebrating that nomination, treating it like a major win. This says a lot about the state of the MAGA movement, celebrating praise from a regime known for authoritarianism and links to terrorism. Let's lay out the receipts. On May 30th, 2025, Trump again claimed he orchestrated peace between India and Pakistan by leveraging trade instead of warfare. Meanwhile, Indian Foreign Minister Vikram Misri stated flatly that Trump had zero involvement. Here's what Misri said. Prime Minister Modi made it crystal clear that there was no discussion of U.S. mediation, no trade talks linked to the ceasefire, and that India will never accept foreign mediation in its affairs. The ceasefire was arranged directly through back-channel military communication at Pakistan's request, nothing to do with Trump. Modi also reiterated that terrorism isn't just a proxy war anymore. India now views it as a direct war. Trump, to his credit, acknowledged India's stance in private, but publicly, he's still taking credit. And on Friday, after a week of meetings between Pakistan's top military officials and U.S. figures, Trump was asked about global issues. His response? He rambled about deserving a Nobel Peace Prize for Rwanda, Serbia, and yes, for supposedly preventing a nuclear war between India and Pakistan. As you just saw, this is a major issue for India. Donald Trump's continued claims are not just misleading, they're deeply disrespectful to Prime Minister Modi and the more than 1 billion people of India. Trump keeps insisting that he used trade pressure to get India to back down, and he just won't stop saying it. On Friday, he brought it up again. Watch this clip. Former Congressman Matt Gaetz floated the idea that if Trump managed to get nuclear inspectors into both Israel and Iran, he might not only win a Nobel Peace Prize, they might even rename it the Trump Peace Prize. Trump responded with his usual flair, saying, "They should give me the Nobel for Rwanda, the Congo, or maybe Serbia and Kosovo. But the big one? India and Pakistan. I should have won 4 or 5 times. And let's not forget the Abraham Accords." Trump claims he doesn't win because the Nobel only goes to liberals. But Pakistan's government has found a way to play into his ego. They've figured out that flattering Trump can override any existing alliances. Just compliment him, and he'll happily ignore strategic relationships like the one with India. Here's what Pakistan's official government account posted. The government of Pakistan formally recommends Donald Trump for the 2026 Nobel Peace Prize in recognition of his critical diplomatic role and leadership during the recent India-Pakistan crisis. Now stop right there. Do you see what's happening? This comes right after India's foreign minister publicly demanded Trump stop making these false claims. Pakistan is deliberately trying to drive a wedge between the United States and India by doubling down and saying, "No, Trump, you did it. You made peace happen. Congratulations." They even issued a statement blaming India for what they called unprovoked aggression, claiming it violated Pakistan's sovereignty and killed civilians, including women and children. Pakistan said its response, Operation Bunyad-e-Marsus, was measured and targeted to maintain deterrence. Then they praised Trump for stepping in during this heightened crisis, saying he showed great statesmanship and de-escalated the situation, ultimately securing a ceasefire and preventing catastrophe. They described him as a true peacemaker and highlighted his commitment to resolving conflict through diplomacy. This is how Trump's obsession with praise is actively destabilizing relations in a fragile region. By embracing Pakistan's version of events, Trump is effectively rewriting history. And it's infuriating India. He even posted this on social media, happy to announce alongside Secretary of State Marco Rubio a treaty between Rwanda and the Democratic Republic of Congo. Their war, one of the bloodiest in history, will officially end Monday with a signing in Washington. He added, "This is a great day for Africa and the world. But I won't get a Nobel Peace Prize. Not for this. Not for stopping India and Pakistan. Not for Serbia and Kosovo. Not even for easing tensions between Egypt and Ethiopia." But let's be honest, Trump doesn't even know where Congo is. Here's a clip of him admitting just that. "A lot of people from the Congo came here. I'm not sure what that is, but they're here." He actually said that. The Guardian ran a piece titled, "Thawing U.S.-Pakistan Ties Raise Eyebrows in India." It outlines how, in the past, Pakistani leaders were ignored by previous U.S. administrations. They weren't given VIP treatment until Trump came along. Trump gave General Munir the full red carpet treatment, complete with limousines and ceremonial honors, right after Pakistan made that crypto investment into Trump's business. Naturally, this raised alarms in India. The article also covers how Modi declined Trump's dinner invite and why Indian analysts believe Trump's support for Pakistan isn't about strategy. One U.S. expert said, "He has a thing for strongmen. Trump sees in Munir a kind of military dominance he admires, which might explain why Munir received privileges usually reserved for heads of state." As the Wall Street Journal and Hudson Institute both questioned, will Trump lose India? India had been hopeful about Trump's return, but now they're seriously reconsidering. The Indian Stock Exchange even posted a billboard a few months ago calling Trump's trade moves tariff terror. And it's not just the ceasefire issue. India is also angry about how Trump has treated Indian students studying in the U.S., about his threats against companies doing business in India, and about the fallout from his trade war. We could take a global tour of Trump's foreign policy chaos. Canada? He called it the 51st state. Europe? He said the EU was created to destroy America. Japan? Trump made up a story about bowling balls being dropped on U.S. cars as some kind of quality test. Japan, for the record, said, "What are you even talking about? We already signed a trade deal with you in 2018. Australian viewers? Trump skipped meetings with Prime Minister Anthony Albanese at the G7. He didn't even understand the YIKES trilateral security pact between Australia, the US, and the UK, something designed to help counter threats like China. And yet, his team wants to pull the US out of it. In short, Trump has managed to alienate just about everyone. Why? Because he doesn't have a strategy. He doesn't understand global politics. It's all about him. And as this situation with Pakistan shows, all it takes is a little flattery for Trump to abandon long-standing allies and disrupt global relationships. That's what's really at stake here. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section, and don't forget to hit subscribe.